Now that you've inserted several items in your course, you might want to change the order of these items or move them. To do this, we need to change the view. So in Graasp, we'll go here. We are presently in the extended view, which is symbolized by this big square, and we want to switch to the block view, which are these 4 squares. So we click here, and your items appear as blocks. So say we are in the math phase, and I want first students to experiment with the simulation before watching the video. So I will just drag the simulation block first. So I will check the student view. Currently the video is first, but if I make a refresh, now the simulation appears first. You might also want to duplicate an item. For instance, I want to play twice with the simulation, so I can just make duplicate and use it also later. You can also copy or move an item. Say I want to copy this video and insert it in another course or another phase. So I can copy it and I can click here home to see all the structure of my Graasp spaces, and I can check recently visited, my first online course, and for instance I can move it to the geography phase. So I have to click here to make this OK icon appear, and I scroll down and I make a copy, and this is done. The last trick, which is very useful to make your student view lighter, especially if you have a lot of text, is to hide some text as hint. So students will only see it when they click on it, for instance here, and they can hide it again just by clicking it here. So how to do this? In your teacher view, just go to the item you want to set as a hint and click Set as Hint. Graasp is also a collaborative platform. So if you want to invite colleagues to co-edit your online course, you just have to go to the right bar here and click to Members. And if they're Graasp members, so they signed up, you can just find their name here. So I will write, for instance, the name of my colleague, the Professor Denis Gillet from EPFL, and I can click on him, add to space, and you will see that by default, colleagues are added as viewers, but I can change their right and I can set them as editor, for instance, if you want your colleagues to co-edit your course with you. And finally, once you're ready and happy with your course, you can share it with the student. You have several ways to do that. You can do it by a QR code. What I like is to get a short link that I can copy and I can send them by email or using your school learning management system if you want. Let's just see how it works. So student will then enter this short URL, and then they will be asked to enter their nickname to access your course. Here I advise you to ask them to enter directly their first name and not any crazy nickname, not only to avoid that they forget it, but also for you to track their progress. After they're logged in, all your students will indeed appear in your teacher view as standalone users. So you can click on them to view all their content, which is one way to track their progress. If you want to know how much time they spent in the different phases or different parts of your activity, you can also include learning analytics apps as described in the summary file, which can be downloaded in the description of this video. Et voilà, this is the end for this series of videos on how to create an online course with Graasp. And don't forget that you always have the smiley face here at the bottom to ask all your questions. And since Graasp is an evolving platform, I will always keep updated the summary file in the description of this video. Thank you for watching.